Yo.
Yeah.
John Fitch.
That's awesome.
Fitch Tinkle.
Man, so, and Chris, and we're back, and we're still not really not really doing much.
Much of
much
the same. I've been doing quarantine fitness on my Instagram. Little workouts people can do at home.
Oh, nice.
That's about it.
I've been doing a lot of fucking stretching, dude. I stretch like every hour. I don't know because I was like working out so much, I was staying really active, and then all of a sudden it goes to like not being active, and it's like, and then also
you got to figure out ways to work out at home, otherwise
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, I mean, I have like I have all that like the dumbbells and all that stuff. So, and there's some pretty good like dumbbell workouts.
You can get a lot with bands, and I mean body weight's always good. Nobody has any excuse. Like if you still have an internet connection, there's all kinds of crazy body weight exercise things that you can check out. You do handstands in the wall and squat with your kids on your neck. I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff you can get a lot of work.
Or if you don't have one, Tinkle, you can just go to Target and ask someone if you can borrow their kid and squat them.
Yep, some of the little kids running around the neighborhood.
Dude, this is like a ghost town, man. I've only been outside twice in like 3-4 days, and it's so funny, man. It really is like crazy. There's like nothing. It's like a ghost town. I keep waiting for like some
life.
Yeah, it's insane.
Like I go out to the store and there's still people out. I mean, it's like an early Sunday morning type of feeling. It doesn't feel like Armageddon.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like, I don't know.
It doesn't feel like what I thought economic collapse would feel like.
Well, I think what it is like everyone, like it's like everything is on pause, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like we like literally no progress. It's all on pause right now. So it's like it's not a very comfortable feeling, dude. You're just kind of like, man. As soon as shit starts up again,
you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen because it can't start up. It's not just going to go back to normal.
No. Oh no, because people aren't going to be. That's what's funny. I was all excited. I was like, man, as soon as they open up the comic clubs again, people are gonna be so stoked to be out. Then I was like, you know what? No one's gonna have any money, dude, and no one's gonna be one to go out, and no one's gonna be, you're gonna have some like moron fucking 25-year-old college kids, maybe, but. Oof.
Well, I don't know though, because it seems like there are recession-proof industries, right? Like people are always going to find a way to make money, to spend money on certain things. Right? Cigarettes, alcohol, weed. People are always going to put money into that. They'll wash windows and at the exit in order to get enough money to buy weed. And I think fighting is a recession-proof industry. Also, people are always going to watch fights, and people are always going to, advertisers are always going to use those fights to put their product out there. So I don't know. I think.
Well,
I mean, fighting, I'll have a job.
Yeah, but I don't see though. Yeah, it's weird because I don't see a lot of people like spending $500 to sit cage side or $200 to sit okay seats at the UFC. I just think that when this thing stops, people are going to be. I mean, I think a lot of people are like using this time, which it should be used to like take a look at yourself and and be like, oh, these are some things that we could switch, change around. So I think people maybe come back with a little bit me, or maybe holding on to a little tighter, just because it's fucking scary, dude. Like I remember my girlfriend freaked out because her socks were like fucking gone one day, pretty much, and then they like put them back how it was, but she lost like 16 grand in like a couple hours.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It was fucking crazy, dude.
easy. Yeah, no, I lost half of my emergency funds, basically, just cut in half. Not fun.
Yeah. Yeah, right. It's
And
like it's
well, and I mean that's really that's the lesson, right? So the financial lesson here is that you will never save yourself to being rich. Okay, so like all those stocks, I mean, they're kind of a gamble to, sit like to give yourself a little bit of wealth, but you're not going to like get rich off of them, not really. It's rare that you're playing the market in the sense that you're going to buy stock in something that shoots up in price so much that you're like, oh, I'm fucking rich now.
yeah, yeah. No, that's like the pipe dream.
So I
And
mean,
also, dude, at this
it
point,
helps. It's a hedge. It's a hedge for your future because it's a hedge against inflation. Because if you're just putting money in the bank, like you're losing money. So yeah, I think people are gonna maybe diversify a little bit more now.
but like,
Gold, land,
but dude, at this
Bitcoin.
point, this is like the third or fourth time though that people have like their stocks have ticketed. So you're almost better just going to Vegas, dude, and risk the fucking casino getting robbed. There's like better odds of that happening.
Mhm.
Of Jesus Christ, it's like yeah, it's kind of like wait. So if I put money in stocks now, anytime anything happens in the world, I may lose half my shit. Well, dude, I'll just go, marry some hot chick, dude.
That's one of the problems with a global economy. It's one of the problems with like the globalist, the Alex Jones, whatever globalist that he's really screaming about. We're attached to China and other places now, so it's not good. But the lesson is so no, don't be saving if unless your stocks pay dividends. So they actually pay you out every quarter or every year, whatever. Like that's a really good stock to have. But it's a stock is kind of a gamble. You maybe you'll make the money you thought you were going to. Maybe you'll make that 8 to 16% return, or maybe you'll get halved. But like generally speaking, over a long enough period of time, 30, 40, 50 years, it goes up. Like most stocks go up. So that's kind of like a hedge. That's really what it is a hedge against inflation. So you need to make money. That's the key. You have to be making money, continue to make money, find ways to keep making money rather than having one job and then putting all that money into a stock.
Yeah, goddamn. This is it's yeah, it's like a humdinger. But goddamn, dude, I've watched a lot of movies, dude. My name is Chris Tingle. I've watched every movie that's been out for the last week. Ask me anything, dude. I swore. But it's so well. You know what I started doing though?
I watched Contagion last night.
Oh, that's so funny. I watched it. That started my little when I was in fucking Reno, like the last night when I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of this place, dude. It was so crazy. I had a friend like just like come and get me, dude. He just drove 4 hours to come and get me because they were gonna shut down all the stuff and they were like taking it as serious as like the SF Bay Area. So there at that point, so my car is at my friend's apartment building in Reno somewhere. Dude, it's like end of days, and I was like, can I just leave it here? I mean, should I put a note on it and say, Iris,
please,
I'm coming
Iris,
back for it. Yeah,
I'm coming back for it. Don't take my shit.
Yeah, please don't tow because I will have to fill out all the paperwork to get my money back. So let's just skip that whole thing right now and leave my fucking car here, dude. Yeah, so it's crazy, man.
Escaping Reno.
Dude. Yeah, my friend, he just happened to be home. He like broke his finger and like he was on like workers' comp, and he's all, I was home bored and high, and I was like, oh fucking, he needs help. So he just came and got me, dude. Him and his buddy it was the kindness of pals. It was yeah, it was nice, dude. It was like a good because I was starting to fucking lose my mind there.
Was he maybe trapped in his house with his girl for a while and he needed to get out?
dude.
You're like, dude, 4 hours away, no problem, man. I'm on it. I'm
Man,
leaving right now. I'm out the door.
dude. All I gotta say is thank God for multiple virtual reality helmets, dude.
Mm.
That's all I gotta say. God bless America, dude. Have you seen that fucking Lion King? Wait, not Lion King, but the Tiger King on
Tiger King, fuck yeah. Holy Jesus.
Oh, dude. Oh,
Oh, it's the greatest.
I don't know if we should talk about it now or we should just maybe wait and just do like a fucking 2 hour watch.
We should do a watch along with it.
We should do that, and then we could just
It's
knock that out.
amazing. It's amazing.
I watched it one time through, but I was kind of like, I like put stuff on, and then I had like my notebook in front of me and all my other stuff. So it's like I'll kind of watch for 5, and then I'll like But dude, but I think
it's a riveting piece of cinema.
Yes, and I liked how they they mentioned it, but they didn't show and didn't explain like he was a full on addict until like the 4th episode, and then you're like, oh well, that makes sense, dude. Okay,
they like glossed over it. They glossed over the meth.
Yeah, they like
over the meth.
Dude, that explained all of his fucking
his two husbands weren't even gay. It's like they just like tigers and meth.
Dude, what is up with some people and animals?
Oh man, it's wild, dude. It is wild. It's like I don't know. I mean, it's a hard thing not to want to do. Like, hey, I got a tiger. You want to pet it? Like, that's pretty cool. But it's also not good. I guess it all depends on the circumstance. If it was like a rescued cat that was gonna die, otherwise, okay. But I feel like they're just breeding cats. Like that guy, the meth king,
yeah,
the tiger meth king. He was so he was like killing tigers when they got too old to take pictures with. Do you catch that part?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like they get past a certain age and they're too big and too aggressive.
Yeah.
And instead of like continuing to feed them to adulthood and having them live as adult tigers, you would just put a cap in their ass. And they found a bunch of tiger skulls in his backyard.
Dude. Like my friend and I were talking, we're all
gay. Such a wow.
Gay, country singer, meth.
He had 28 songs. Was it 28 songs? 2 albums, 28 songs, 16 videos.
And when my tiger comes.
And the champ song of all times was he made a song and a video about that lady killing her husband and feeding him to tigers.
And take a bite of my husband. Oh, it's so great. Yeah, dude, that behavior to make an entire fucking television show a fucking hate speech about this lady who may have killed her husband. That is meth. There's like what? There's no other
Daily Show.
And then that one guy just sat back and just was fucking like, this is, I bet you, dude, that dude, he looked like he was shady, dude. Also, right?
Which
guy? The main guy who kind of started the whole thing, and he was the producer of the show, of the TV show and the reality show. Like the old guy who was in charge of the whole thing.
Oh, the guy who quit when the fire started or whatever.
Yeah.
That guy. He was what do you call it? Like he's the manager, the pro wrestling manager.
Yeah,
that was what he was kind of like.
Exactly
that's what I got the vibe I got from him. Like who's man, I can't remember.
Yeah, it was weird.
Me and Gene Okerlund, he was a commentator who
well, instead of like as soon as he realized it was like as insane as he thought it was going to be, instead of like saying something and being like, we may have a problem here, he just put his cameras on him instead. And then we had this awesome movie and all these crimes. like if someone just would have been like, hey dude, this guy I think is doing math and killing tigers, dude. Like, we have footage. And they didn't say shit, dude. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, well let's go sell our show to Netflix, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah, let's sell to Netflix. See what happens in some few years.
and all of a sudden, it's like, you know how many dudes are in jail now for fucking
I'm
Netflix?
sure everything will work out all right. This guy on meth with tigers.
Man, dude,
Let's just leave him alone. Check back in a little bit later.
dude,
See if anything happens.
if you're walk around this earth right now and is gonna bust you, do a movie about you, by anybody, it's gonna be crazy.
Tiger King. The shirts, man. I want to get a couple shirts like that.
So do you think that lady killed her husband? She did, right? I mean,
It doesn't look good. She doesn't seem like a
dude, because
like she's doing the exact same thing as everybody else, and she's trying to pretend that she's like, oh my god, I'm the savior of the big cats. I'm rescuing animals. Like she's not doing anything better than anybody else. She just has a better story. She has better narrative control.
well, and she has like hella money.
And did you
She
see
obviously has super amount of money.
the beta ass husband she had?
Oh
Like
yeah,
the simp? He was a simp, right? She put him on a leash at their wedding. Did you see that picture?
what picture was it?
It was a picture of like their wedding, and she had him in a leash, a collar.
Oh, that's right. Right.
Oh no. We have a bad connection.
Is this thing like cutting out? Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
You're freezing.
I'm actually plugged into the Ethernet, so it should be fine. Yeah. So yeah, I wonder. I was thinking, because if that was a guy and they had the same story, because anyone who is accused of something and then they go, yeah, like I'm going to murder my husband, and that's like her only response, I'm always very, very fucking very, very weird.
Like, no,
why would you do that?
She seemed very yeah. She was willing to take advantage of a situation.
I was under the impression that she may have used her cooter to help her get through life when she was younger and didn't have as much means. Is what it was my takeaway. And then she was like, if I gotta kill one motherfucker, I'll kill one.
Yep, he set up. She found out. Yeah, he slipped, and she found out where his real money was. Like, cause he was like burying money and gold and shit around his property, I guess.
Yeah,
had hidden stashes of money. Nobody really knew what he was worth. They were giving estimates of 5 to 20 million.
Yeah.
So
which is a huge gap.
Yes.
That's like an extra backyard of like cash in.
Yeah.
That's like a whole extra house.
But so if he had somewhere over the 5 million mark and she came away with all of it because they had the paper signed, power of attorney, all that stuff, got whatever taken. That stuff was in the office. I think he was that was another thing that kind of glossed over, was I think he was banging his secretary chick. And I bet you that that was the catalyst. The other girl found out that guy was still banging out other chicks, and then she killed him and then took the paperwork from the other chick. I don't know. We'll have to watch it again. We'll have to watch the show again. Break it down.
Yeah, because her story is not her story. Like, if I would have told the cops that story, I'd be in prison right now. I'd be like, I don't know, just left, man, and I just love cats. I don't tell you.
He disappeared. What am I gonna do about it? He just disappeared. I love cats.
Dude, that may be the last time that worked, because that used to work until like the 70s. And then when they started having like forensics and shit like that, and then we can actually, if we ask some questions, we can find some people who did this shit. So pretty exciting.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago. He ran
Man,
the Tiger King ran for president.
and he spent all this. Oh my God!
He ran for
Like,
president in 2016.
have you seen that movie?
Freezing again. What is
Waiting
wrong?
for Guff. It's for Guffman. Hello.
Waiting for Guffman?
Yeah, it was from the guy who did Best in Show, but it was this character who was like this like really effeminate like small town stage director, and he was so. But dude, it reminds me of that of like a film. Like if you would have just told me that this was all scripted, I would be like, genius, dude. Like it looks like the exact same movie as that. Like one of those fake
yeah.
documentaries. Just because he's like, dude, you can't be all eight. You can't be gay, gun-toting, racist, country singer, fucking killer, animal abuser. Like he's like
Polygamist.
yes, like most people would be cool with like one of those 10 their whole life, and that dude's trying.
Oh my goodness!
And he ran for president.
Ran for president
while he was on meth.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I mean, it all makes perfect sense once you find out he was like cranked up on meth the whole time. Yeah. of course he's wearing that shirt. Of course he's gonna wear his guns. Oh man, the music videos though are pretty top notch.
Yeah, that one. And I asked the hunters put their gun down. Dude, that's so great. That's so bad. It's so bad, but I mean, his lyrics aren't any worse than like Scott Stapp from Creed. They're just on par with like an 8th grade girl writing in her
junior high talent show. The kid has got his parents' video equipment.
Oh man, dude. So what have you been doing to? You watch anything else or any other shows? You watching some stuff or?
Well, did you hear the latest news today?
No, what's the latest news?
Oh
God.
Oh, I'm gonna share the screen with you.
Is this like real time? Oh no! What did this dipshit say now?
No, this is great. This is great. Have you seen this?
What did this drunk uncle?
John Jones arrested for aggravated DWI, negligent use of firearm in Albuquerque.
Oh my God, dude! Wait, he's probably shooting a gun out of a car.
Well, they don't know. They found him at 4:43 a.m. local time in his car. He was drunk. At 1 o'clock, there were reports of shots fired, and they ended up finding a gun in his car and a 750 milliliter bottle of Recuerdo Mezcal. So yeah, he was drunk. They found him in his truck. It was weird. They call it aggravated DWI because the subject test for a blood alcohol content of 0.16% or higher on a breathalyzer exam.
Damn, that's
which is twice.
Yep.
Yeah, it's twice above the legal limit.
That's pretty drunk, dude.
So he's out already. But yeah, that happened.
Well, if all the fights are going to be indoors now with no audience, since no one likes John Jones, can he not fight anymore?
Do it at the prison.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
So that's wow.
John Jones prison fights. They're all sick already. The coronavirus death fights.
I mean, you know what?
You hold the guy down and cough on his face.
I mean, everyone's kind of stressed out. I was wondering who the first person that was going to have like a meltdown was. So I'm glad. I'm glad it was Old Faithful. Old Faithful.
Somebody who's not all there as it is, anyways.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I was just hoping it wasn't. Well, Jesus Christ.
See if Connor pops off now too, does something crazy.
Yeah,
That's fun.
dude. You get caught
Oh
at
man,
4:30.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that guy's life.
Um,
Um,
yeah, but
I mean,
clearly,
yeah, I mean, I understand if you like to party, whatever. I like to party, but like, you got the money to like be smart and not go to jail
you're
in the
responsible about it.
process. Yeah, like you can pay a driver, you can have some like Chuck. I remember Chuck always had like a caddy basically. There's always somebody around him that was like sober and was just hanging out. You know, a lot of times it was his brother or somebody else, but yeah, it was like you could never get too out of control or nothing could ever really go off because he always had somebody looking out.
Yeah, well, yeah, well, when you have that money, that's what you know, that's what.
And like it wasn't even like they weren't even it wasn't a money thing even. Like they were friends and his brother.
Or just take a.
Uber, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't. I mean, well, yeah, I mean, you don't have to drive anymore, and like you don't have to put yourself at risk because you're fucking rich, dude. So it's like,
You can have the host come to you.
yeah, why are you going to get hosed? Why are you driving to get hosed, especially in this environment right now? In this,
Drunk. And is he really like think about it? Was he so there was gunshots in the area at 1 a.m. He got picked up at 4, almost 5 in the morning. So this guy was drinking and shooting guns in the air. And did he pass out? He's just hanging out in the car with it on the whole time. Fucking
um,
what are you doing with your life?
um, here's my impression of what I think happened. You'll never get me coronavirus. With this bottle of fucking mess. What a rodeo clown,
Like
dude.
you,
That guy's
Corona.
a fucking rodeo clown. He really is, dude. God damn it. It's so like at least he's consistent and like fucking up. And now he's actually kind of like embracing being a heel, which I think is like, I mean, at least you know, at least
I
it's
like the
like
party. That should be a statement when they ask him when he comes out. John Jones, do you have any comments about your behavior? I like to party. That's it. Just lean into it.
you know what the fastest way to get to white girls vag? Tequila. Next question. Champ is talking. Next. Dude, I
Oh,
slept at 4:40 something in the morning. There, as soon as you said that time, I was all, oh god, because that just adds a whole nother like he was, you know,
yeah.
like if you're out in
To
your
make it
car
to
at
that, yeah. To
4:40,
make it to that, yep. You were on one.
yeah,
You were, yeah.
and
Legendary
judging,
status.
and you've probably been on one for quite a few hours. If I'm I don't think you just started getting on one. I think you've been, yeah, you're probably winding down. God damn. I wonder if he's gonna get any trouble
On
or
your
anything.
second wind. You think? I wonder. Yeah, I think Albuquerque's had enough of his shit. He's probably gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
We'll see if Dana can bail him out.
I mean, dude,
They'll do a huge super card in in Arizona, in Albuquerque.
in like John Jones's backyard, they're gonna build build the octagon back there. Oh, so
Oh, that's right. And with the no audience fights now, they can I guess they could have him with this ankle thing come in.
yeah. So what is your feel on that? Would you take a fight with no audience, or does it like matter to you, or is it just like is there anything at
As
all?
long as I'm getting paid.
That's what I thought so.
Yeah, if I'm getting paid, I'm getting paid. Yeah. So that's the determining factor for me, really.
I wonder if it's any I wonder if there's any major difference to it. I wonder if it makes it feel less like a fight where your heart's all pumping anymore because the audience.
I mean, I've fought in some pretty small crowds, some small venues and things where there's probably just the equivalent of what the crew they have, So I don't think it matters too much. It's just a fight. You're mostly blocking everything out anyways. So 20 people and 10,000 is not a huge difference. It is, but it's not at the same time when you're in that moment.
Oh, do you know what's super awkward now is fucking pro wrestling, dude. It's because they're still trying to do it with no audience. Woo! Like the one group figured it out and they're doing a good job, but it's really awkward. It's super awkward.
Yeah. It's awkward. That's honestly awkward for me to begin with.
Yeah. Well, it's very weird. And they're gonna have this I guess they're gonna have this big cage match. So they're all gonna bleed, and it's a big 5 versus 5 gang fight type shit. But so they're gonna have it, and now they can't because they're like, we can't do it in an empty arena and fucking cut each other. That's. Oh, so what were we talking about? Oh yeah, our president's doing a bang up job. Okay, so what is your take on? All right, why don't I be more specific? So people are concerned that he's pretty much like on April 12th, Easter, we're going to be back, and a lot of the back at work, and everyone's going to be back to doing. Basically, he's not even checking to make sure it's okay. He's just like, hey, we're going to be. And I think a lot of people are like, the fuck we are. Like, what is your take on that? If you saw the article that
I didn't see that yet. Excuse me. I have seen a lot of people going back and forth about, whether or not we need to get the economy back going or not. And I don't know what to tell you. There's a couple I got a couple viewpoints on it, I guess. There's of course the empathetic, we want to keep everybody safe, we want to everybody stay home, shut everything down, everything just stops to make sure that I'll share that article. To make sure that we get a handle on the spread and that, people who are more vulnerable don't get it and get sick and die. And we have problems with the economy because there's a bunch of dead bodies now. And that's one argument for things. And the other argument is that if we can't protect everybody. There's no way not to get people who are sick and weak from getting it. It's going to spread. They're eventually going to get it sooner or later. There's nothing you can do. And by waiting to get the economy going, getting work and stuff going again, all you're doing is destroying the economy, and you're making it too hard for everybody else to continue living. If everything shuts down for too long. And I think that's kind of the two arguments on it. Is it worth shutting down to prevent it from spreading? Is that going to protect, or is it going to hurt more than continuing moving?
Well, yeah, I think that it's the same. We're in the same spot that we were 2 weeks ago, where they said it was going to get worse, and it has got worse. And so I think that we should probably just keep, nothing's changed. It's getting worse, exactly like they said. So it's not like shit's getting better and it's going to be okay in 2 weeks. It's probably not. So I think to just make a blanket statement and say that on this day we're going to do this, it's like, dude, the fuck we are. Wait, who, you want to start this all over again? If possible, all of a sudden we're just going to ignore doctors because people are getting bored at home. Like it seems yeah, I mean, is that something where like if like the president goes, okay, everyone
Well, I
everyone
mean, maybe his advisors are like, well, if we don't start the economy by mid-April, everything's fucked and it's going to be worse than the Great Depression.
well, yeah, well, and
So,
then if not, so you're kind of fucked either way, dude.
yeah, exactly. So it's like which which one do you go with? Do you go with oh, let's be safe and shut everything down? I mean, because that could halter the economy, and that could that could be a big problem. That'd be a major problem because we don't buy anything. We're not buying anything. We're not even shipping anything that's not essential. The places that make this stuff are countries in China and Vietnam and or places overseas. So those places don't have any work for those people either. So like that, I mean, it's a major problem. Like it's a global problem for the economy to shut down, and it's not just our economy either. It's other countries too. So I don't know. And it's kind of a roll of the dice. And then what if one country? What if Russia or China decides to roll the dice and reopen and go forward before any of the other countries? Now they corner the market and they're back on their feet first, and now they run everything. There's a lot of different like scenarios that could play out. We don't really know.
Yeah, because if it's on the April 12th date, that also doesn't mean that. I mean, look, people aren't going to be doing comedy shows. It's not like on April 15th they're going to have. I mean, so that's what I think he is alluding to, saying that we all got to get back to regular business on that thing. And I think it's impossible. I don't think people are going to be. No one's going to go out to concerts. No one's going to go see. No one's going to be going to public places like that. I don't think for a bit anyway. So I don't think so. I mean, I
don't know,
got booked
man.
for a show.
People are wild.
Yeah, I got booked for a show August 29th. So that's as positive mental attitude as I'm getting. I got something booked at the end of August.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, because people are still going to want to get out. People are still going to want to try to get out. I still see them out a little bit now. You see reports, people, they had to like chase people off the beaches for spring break. There's still people like congregating.
Yeah, but those are people who are also running around saying it's like, those are like, every fucking couple minutes there's some asshole on Facebook that's like, oh, this is nothing but the common cold. And it's like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. So I think a lot of those people are it's only common cold people, which basically they just came up with something because they want to continue their life as they were. So they'll just make something up and say. And they're also, yeah.
So, and that's the other side of it. That's the other logical, rational, but unkind view, is that this is what happens in life and human history. Like there's plagues, there's epidemics, there's famines, and large amounts of people die.
No one gets out clean. I know, right?
Yeah, it just happens. So it's like, do we take an attitude where we're kind of entitled? We're like, oh, we shouldn't have to suffer. We shouldn't. How dare the universe make us sick and die? It's just, I don't know. What are you going to do? It's not fair, but nothing's ever been fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. But yeah, how did those kids get to spring break, dude? I don't even like, dude. If my kid was like, I'm gonna go to spring break, I'd be like, are you out of your fucking mind? Like,
I'd be like, good, stay there. I hope you get sick and.
Yeah, I hope you get fucking
pay for shit.
Fuck, like that jellyfish corona that's going around. It's like way worse. Yeah, no. I hope anyone who did that anyone who's being a fucking hindrance right now in the earth can go fuck off. We don't really have time right now for that, dude. Oh man, dude, you know what's funny is, dude, you know, I don't ever read the news, right? So now I'm reading the news constantly, and I'm writing constantly, and I'm about. I feel like I'm like how most political comics must have felt like in like their first like year, when like I'm so far behind, I'm never gonna be able to do that, but I have all this energy, dude, and I'm just like, and it's really, dude, it's really easy to fucking write shit about him. Our fucking president. He's really I don't know. What are your feelings on like how he's handled all of it? Are you?
I think he's done as good a job as anybody could have.
Oh
yeah. I mean, I don't think China was very helpful in giving us a heads up. I think they're responsible mostly for not containing it and preventing the spread of it. They would have shut things down sooner. They could have kept it on their land. But yeah, I mean, how do you take somebody serious? How do you know what the numbers are that are coming out of China that are real? How do you? I mean, it's hard to find good information. So what are you going to pin it on? And you're going to destroy the economy. You're going to take away people's jobs and their ability to work and eat.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think a lot of people are kind of scared. I think a lot of people are more scared than they're like letting on. And like I think so I think people were hoping that it would be there'd be message to our like country that was like warm and we'll get through this and some fucking, you know, FDR shit. And instead it was like passive aggressive comments, calling it like a China virus. And like I don't know, I think there was like a chance
China.
there.
Came from China.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I was just like, oh man,
from China,
dude. It literally the same feeling when like a family member is like hammered at some kind of family function, and you're like, oh god, dude. And when they start talking, you're like, oh no. That's every time he starts talking, I'm like, I get nervous. I'm like, oh god, he's gonna say, yeah, fucking.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it is. It's like what was I saying the day where? Oh, so you know when like so if you're like a teacher and then so say that the teacher's like father passed away, so like the principal will like come into the class before the teacher gets there. He'll be like, "Hey, class, teacher today is here today. His father just passed away." Blah blah blah. I feel like that happened, and instead of like the fucking kids being cool, the teacher just like, fuck you, China. Like he's still just being a little brat. Like it doesn't matter that people are jobless, people are scared, and like he's still like, I don't know. I find it it's all very sad and fascinating. I don't know. It's kind of I don't know. There's like I don't know. Plus, I also just watched that movie Midway, so there's a lot of good FDR quotes and lots of awesome speeches from like Churchill and shit. So then and I'm like wanting to see this guy say something smart, and he's like, "We're tired of being bored as fuck. Let's go!" Like I have 100 milligrams of amphetamines on me. Let's go, America. Let's do this. Yeah. At least our president is still taking his Adderall.
Yep. This glorious orange skin.
Oh man. What else is going on, dude? Any
well, I'm just been trying to put out some content. I had some interviews. I got some more tomorrow. So my John Fitch Knows Nothing podcast. I was on the Start the World podcast recently, Jack Donovan, and I'm trying to get my weight cutting book. Hopefully, I'll get it uploaded today. Got the cover. It's all written, edited. We should be able to upload it, and then it will be time to start promoting that and getting that ready for launch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so the weight cutting book it'll be good. I think it'll be good because people can get the ebook or they can order the paperback if they really want to, and maybe they can work on the diet. They can try the diet out for themselves during quarantine.
Dude, this is the perfect time because we can't do shit. So
And
there's like,
it might be really good for you to measure all of your food and ration it.
yeah, it actually maybe, yeah, that's actually not a bad idea.
Might be a really good idea.
What are your thoughts on the assholes buying way too much stuff?
Man, so yeah, people are crazy. See, and that's what I think the biggest problem is and I think a lot of the higher ups know this too. The real threat isn't the sickness, it's people's panic. When people start panicking, like that's what they're worried about. They're worried about these giant cities like New York and San Francisco and even San Jose here, like fucking going, fucking crazy. There's a lot of people condensed in one small place. If the chain of distribution gets interrupted at all, or people think that it might, like it's yeah, tinder box. I think that's the term they use. So that may be where a lot of their fear and their behavior is coming from.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's a lot of people that are, if it's only 5 out of 100 people who are who are doing weird shit and buying extra TP. I mean, this doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. So I mean, I don't know. I think, yeah, I just think people are kind of freaked out, dude. And I think this is all just part of that. People don't. I think it's like a natural, but also that's also on the stores too, dude, because that should have been part of a fucking, once like the government throws that down thing, hey, we got to watch this thing. They should have had a limit on all that stuff already, like before. So hopefully now they have this in place when it happens again. Stores will go to like so that everyone can, By the way, I didn't care that.
Well, they did start putting limits on how much stuff you can buy at the stores, which is good. But the stores, I mean, they didn't give a fuck. Like at the beginning, we're selling our toilet paper out. Cha-ching. Order some more.
Yeah. They're all, yeah.
Yeah.
They're all, some dickhead just bought 2 cases of hand sanitizer and think he's going to sell it on eBay.
I've got a big giant jug of hand sanitizer that I got a while ago. I haven't even used it. It's gold, liquid gold. And then like I noticed I went to Costco the other day and they had no toilet paper. People were complaining about when the toilet paper was going to come, but there was big stacks of baby wipes. So there's still plenty of booty care products.
Yeah.
You just can't flush it. You can't flush them though.
What, the baby wipes?
Yeah, it'll back up your septic and all the other stuff. That's not good. No bueno.
Yeah, I wasn't that like freaked out about. I mean, I'm not like I mean, we'll figure it out, dude. I mean, just like someone has to know what that thing means from Demolition Man with the 3 seashells. So we figure out what that means.
Somebody's gonna figure out the 3 seashells. It's time. It's time. He's still using wads of paper. He doesn't know how to use the shells. But I started noticing immediately in my a week ago, I started noticing you know how they put advertisements in your when you're scrolling, right? On your Instagram. Every once in a while you see a thing, it's for an ad, it's a sponsored, whatever. They were selling the bidet lids.
Oh.
You put on your toilet, you hook it up.
Oh yeah.
Squirts
Shoots
your
water
butt.
up your butt. Yeah.
Yep. Cleans you off. That's very sanitary.
Or as I like to call it, the Japanese airport hello.
Japanese airport or goodbye.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
how.
no, that's
That's how I got. I was in the bathroom and the other comic was like 2 stalls down and we sat down and I'd never been like there and we landed and all of a sudden I hear him giggle and then he hears me giggle because I'm like, well, what's this? And I hit it. I'm all,
what's this?
and
Woo!
then we like hear each other
What's
giggle
going on?
and then we start even
Warm.
giggling even more because it's like, yeah. So then we start calling each other booty douche. So booty douche. Yeah, dude. That Japanese airport, they have lots of like different jet styles and different favorite streams you want. You can go sprinkle, you can go fucking machine gun, rat tat tat. You can go cold, warm. It's crazy. Lots of options.
Well, they got the one that's for the girls to use.
Oh,
but if you use it, it like washes your taint.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's nice.
I like to have a clean taint.
Yep. It's like your taint back of your sack area.
Yeah,
it's nice. It's good.
I mean, when else do you ever get your taint fucking power washed?
Yep.
I think this episode is called taint power washing. By the way,
taint power washed. That's that's what we should do. We should do the Fitch and Tinkle smash everything. Bidet toilet seat. Taint washer. Picture of like balls and a power washer shooting your balls. Get them shiny clean.
Yeah. Yeah, I did notice that after I walked to that bathroom, I was like walking around the airport with like a little extra pep in my step. Like I just like I just figured out one of life's little.
What's you had some articles here. It's the what is this? Grocery store. Let me see the grocery store.
Oh, this one. Oh, this goddamn dude. I don't even like see this
$35,000 in food that a woman intentionally coughed on, sparking coronavirus fears. Police said, "Oh my goodness."
Yeah, so they had to empty all the food. Because
was she waiting out back, like by the dumpster?
So I guess people are. I guess so. She's not
charged with terrorism. Holy Jesus!
Yeah, because they're threatening to get. I mean, yeah, I guess, dude. If you're threatening to get people sick and people are dying from it, then that's like, I guess you can say, if you're like, I have the flu, I'm gonna get you sick. I guess you can. That's also, I guess that would be assault, right? If you're coughing on them, I guess that's crazy.
Oh my goodness. A 26-year-old man was charged this week with making a terrorist threat after he was filmed in early March licking sticks of deodorant at a Walmart. Who's scared of coronavirus? The man asked. What's wrong with people?
Well, did you see that one kid who pulled that prank? He like licked the fucking toilet seat and now he has the virus.
Dumb mother crabber.
He was like a YouTuber. So this is what happens. Everyone started watching, we have actual filmmakers who make movies, but instead everyone wants to watch shit on YouTube now. And now these people are fucking licking toilets.
Oh my goodness. I didn't see the toilet. Oh man, these kids grow up.
Yeah, right. That's like so. I mean, does it say how old that lady was? She has to be young, right?
Who coughed on this stuff?
Yeah, she has to be young. I'm guessing.
I'm millennial. I'm guessing
early 30s. She's got a cat. She told it a whole different story than what really happened. I bet.
Started coughing on produce, bakery items, meat, and other merchandise.
Well, the meat's stupid because it's all wrapped up. So, I mean,
yeah.
But I guess if you were there, I guess you want to see the manager put up a whole thing and we're gonna throw all this out. Or I get it, but fuck. What a dude! So
$35,000 worth of produce. Oh my goodness!
I mean, dude, how big was that cough?
I
Like how
know.
long did this go for? That's a lot
I
of.
mean,
I mean,
she like walked around and getting coughed on multiple things. That's must have what happened. Like, yeah, because she coughed on the bread stuff, and then, oh man, what is wrong with people?
people are stressed, dude, and everyone's handling it way different. Some people are coughing on. Maybe people just this is like their chance to do asshole shit, and they always want to, and now they have a chance to.
Mm. Yeah, it's like, well, everybody likes to feel important. I guess it's a way to feel important. I can doing weird shit. California man arrested by FBI charged with coronavirus related fraud.
Oh yeah, so he was telling people that he
Oh,
had
he had a company that was
yeah he had some cure. He had a cure.
so he's hitting people up for money. Hey Tinkle, I got a business opportunity for you.
Yeah, you know how all those scientists from fucking Stanford and stuff can't find it. Well, my buddy Larry,
Buddy Larry, he's working on something in his garage.
Larry found out that if you spill some alcohol on some methamphetamines, that it makes a cure for all kinds of stuff. Yeah, no, I don't know.
Oh man. My neighbor is banging. Can you hear that? I don't know what they're doing.
I
They're
mean,
trying to kill a garbage can or something.
I
Okay, so yeah, guys, be careful with your investment opportunities this time of year. And then like, yeah. Oh, sorry. I was gonna do this. Dana is still trying to hoe the fighters out
Yeah, so fucking Khabib's gonna fight for millions of dollars in a goddamn studio.
in a barn.
And I mean, I guess. I mean,
Denies job losses. What do you mean job losses? Whose job losses?
probably people for the company. I guess people are sitting home.
Yeah, this could be putting a lot of pressure on them for a lot of reasons. Yeah, Brooklyn 18th, Brooklyn is where they're supposed to have the fights in New York, and that's not happening now. They're still trying to keep the 18th date though, under a month.
So I think they're gonna have it. It sounds like they're gonna have it in the UFC gym or fitness center or where the fuck it is in Vegas, I guess, where they film Ultimate Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where they're gonna have it probably, with no audience.
In Vegas?
Yeah.
How I thought that the commission already.
But I think I think they could do it because it's not like a there's gonna be no audience and it's like only staff and all that.
So they are gonna sanction it. So they're being a bitch. They're bowing down to Dana because they said no, we're not doing this, we're not doing any shows here. And then Dana comes along and says, "No, motherfuckers, I
think
I own you bitches. You're gonna let me do this in my studio."
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, his loophole was, oh, we're not doing a giant event. We're just going to do a little one in our house. So you have to let us do it.
Oh,
something like that.
And the fighters like line up and like, okay. You don't see this in any other sport. You don't think they can put together a basketball game? Live stream it. You don't think they could do that? You don't think they could put together a football game on a practice field somewhere, some kind of shit like that?
That one baseball player did it 10 days ago. Yeah, no, he live streamed. He was like, because they were quarantined and for spring training. And he just sent like a tweet out to his buddies. He's all, hey, does anyone want to play like Sandlot rules? And then they went to a field and like 8 of them and they played. and it shifted out infield, outfield. It was awesome, man. And they're like, they're goddamn multimillionaire athletes, and they're playing for fun. It was pretty cool, and it was all live streamed, and the guy had it on his phone. It was pretty cool. So yeah, so they did it.
It's cool. But yeah, but it's not. Yeah, but they did it for fun, and they did it. Somebody wasn't profiting off of them.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That was for the love of the game, which has nothing to do with Dana White. Yes. So
this is them. This is fighters, and the fighters are be brainwashed into like, oh no, this is what I do. This is what I'm doing.
Well, I mean, Dana White, he's just doing the same thing as the president. I mean, like, fuck this. We can't say we got to work. Motherfuckers need money. Like, well, what if we get sick again? Fuck off. Like, it's so crazy. It's really like, it's very, well, we need to do this. Amnesia is what it is. It's like, well, other stuff is happening now. So let's just forget about the whole thing. They told us we can't be near each other. Like, I don't know. I find it, that'd be the worst thing if we had to do this all over again because it wasn't fucking contained. Yeah, do it all over again for another 4 weeks. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude.
I mean, it seems like it's out, and then what if it's been blown out of proportion?
I mean, I'd rather have that than not. Like, I'd rather, I don't know. It seems to be, I mean, it sucks. It sucks that, but it's one of the, it's just like a truth right now that you can't argue with that we have to, it's like, shit's fucked up. We got to stay indoors right now. It sucks. But yeah, it's weird. I wonder what like everyone else is doing. Like people on, because I've been going in VR and stuff, and a lot of people are pretty cool, like from different countries and stuff. Like everyone's just kind of like, yeah, everyone's pretty chill. It's kind of fun actually.
Yeah, seems like most people are kind of pretty chilled out. I mean, there's still stuff at the store, at the grocery store. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think. I mean, I don't know. I think the worst of it's gonna come, and I don't think the sickness is that big of a deal.
Yeah, I don't think it's either. I just think that it's like it's so contagious that I think you can also keep fucking getting it too, is what I keep reading. So once you like,
I mean, you keep getting the flu. It's not like there's no cure for it, so it's just out there until they do find a cure. And you're gonna have to be taking extra care if you are susceptible to respiratory illness.
Yeah, that's why I'm fucking on lockdown, dude. I got like my fucking inhaler right here next to.
Hey, when's the last time you heard of a famous person who smokes a lot of weed getting coronavirus? Snoop Dogg, Tommy Chong, anybody? None. Not one. Be real. Seriously, think of one pot smoker who's like, "Oh, hey guys, I got it."
Tom Hanks.
Aren't any.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I don't think he's
No, he's probably not.
Get out of here,
dude. Forrest Gump was super
not
loaded.
anymore.
Yeah,
back when he was funny. No, but think about it. I think there's connection. Cannabis doesn't do well, or keeps out the corona.
It is pretty cool that in California, weed is that essential, and all the weed stores are still open. Although it's really weird because like most of them are small offices, so it's like you can only have like 2 people in the office, and then it's like the 6 feet. So it's just like
it's like one person every 1,000 square feet or some shit.
Yeah, it just looks like a meeting outside. We're just a bunch of people like standing around, like smoking cigarettes, just waiting to go inside. It's kind of funny. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy though too. Like how many people are still like working in the public and stuff, and they're not like mandating that they wear masks or gloves and all that stuff. It just seems so. That's why I think some people, it seems to be, oh, maybe it's not that bad, and people, like scoff at it because it's like we're getting mixed signals. Because if If it's that big of a deal, how come there's not, how come I'm seeing people put shit on shelves and they don't have gloves and stuff on? And you're like, wait a minute, then who the fuck touched my yeah. I mean, if we're really gonna play that game, that's how we gotta play it. Then we can't. Then like we can't. You also have to wear masks. And that's why I have gloves all the time. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, well, I mean, I get conflicting reports, but like the tolls of like how many people have died from it, how bad it is, who's dying, what the age group and like health level is of the people who are getting sick and dying. Um, I don't know. I don't know if it's like if it was Ebola level of death. But yeah, it is really contagious, and I hope this is a wake up for people to fucking get healthier, start eating a little better, start working out a little bit. Because if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not making your body optimal, you're a lot more likely to get sick and have a harder time recovering.
Oh, and like, what do you think about people who are saying like, because like I think 2 months ago or maybe 3 months ago, like a bunch of people got sick. It was like a weird like cold, chest cold, and like I mean I had it. I think a bunch of people had it, and now people are kind of like in hindsight, people are
we
like,
had a few
wait,
days. Me and the boys were a little bit sick.
yeah. So now people are kind of. I mean, have you heard this thing that people are like, was that the corona? Because it seems to be that was pretty much what it was. What it seemed like what it was.
So that's one of the theories is that it's been around for a while. We've all had it already. And then one of the other conspiracy theories is that there are two strands. One was released over a year ago, and most of us have had that, but not everybody. So now that most people have had it, they released the deadly strand. And then that's supposed to kill a certain percentage of the population, but like not too big, but big enough to like scare people and have them give up their rights and control over the government.
Oh Jesus!
Yep. But then there's another conspiracy. You know what the other conspiracy is?
Is it the 5G towers?
Oh no, you have to explain that one. But it's the other one is that it's all a cover. This is a cover for Trump to arrest all the pedophiles, and that's why they quarantined Italy first. Is because that's where the Pope. That's where the Pope and all that stuff is, and that's where the head of the pedophile rings are. So that's like the whole QAnon thing. So that's what Trump's going to make sweeping arrests of all of the pedophile people, and that they have to like lock everything down to do that.
I want to find dude. I want to find the weed that is smoked when all of these conspiracy theories are started. Because that's
so. It's the one with the 5G tower. Someone hear this?
That apparently all a bunch of new 5G towers, and then if you look at where they're, and apparently there's like complaints about really really bad radiation, and then so if you look where all the corona. If you have like a map of the 5G towers and you put a map of where the coronavirus, they're almost identical to where the points are, where the towers are. So the tower in this town, everyone in that town started getting it. And then, so like, so they think it's some kind of, like the 5G towers are emitting some kind of, now whether or not it's a weapon or some kind of accident, that's what people.
The 5G towers are emitting coronavirus?
Or they're emitting some kind of radiation that's causing the corona. I don't. Yeah,
that's like makes you weak and you're more likely to get it or something.
I heard 3 people.
That's out there.
Like 3 different people told me about it. Kind of was like, I was like, what? But it sounded. I mean, it sounded good, and they like showed me the map, and I was like, oh, cool. But I don't ever. Alex Jones kind of ruins all that shit for me. Like I get into it, and then as soon as I hear something like it's.
Well, I mean, like you never know. Like some of it's stuff's kind of right. Some of it's not. Some of it's close. Yeah, the frogs are gay. They're turning the frogs gay. It's ludicrous. He said they're turning, but like in actuality, yeah, the amphibians in that area were becoming more Afro. What do you call it? Aphrodite, Afro more. I don't know. They came. They were
Aphrodisiac-ish.
no, not aphrodisiac, but whatever. They had both parts. So he
Oh,
was kind of right. Hermaphroditic. Hermaphroditic.
yeah.
Yeah, hermaphrodites. Yeah. Excuse me. So they're, so he was kind of right. They were turning the frogs hermaphroditic. Not quite gay, but like there's
But they wanted
nuance degree, there's degrees to it.
Yeah.
Of accuracy. Like he was saying that, they're China's growing human body parts on rats. And I mean, that sounds ludicrous, but at the same time, it's also true because they can grow a human ear on the back of like a rat using like, I don't know, stem cell and some other type of shit. Like, and they've been able to do that for a long time. But so, I mean, it's not like, the island of Mr. McGee or Gee or whatever with fucking little mini weird half animal people. It's just, they found a way to trick the rat cells into growing ear cells.
And then there's like ear growing on the back of a rat.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! How gross would that be if like you're like the fucking mouse in your kitchen and he's got a fucking nose on his back? Dude, on top of just being an arrogant asshole and eating the crumbs, he's got a fucking nose. You're like, dude, was that a nose on that? No, I can't be a nose on that.
Because that's what it's for. It's like they grow the cartilage or whatever, and then they can use it to like reconstructive surgery and stuff.
And then how did they put the mouse nose that was growing on the human's ass? Did they put that on a couple months later, or? Sorry, I thought that was dude. In my head, that was sorry, John. I haven't been on stage in like fucking 3 weeks. In my head, that was
gold.
I felt the back crack when I felt the back, and I did. Dude, I watched so many ESPN 30 for 30 documentaries. Dude, they're so good, man. The other one, the one with Bo Jackson, I watched the other day. That shit is really sad, dude. I didn't realize how fucking sad that was, dude. That's like, he was almost like, it was like a flash. He was like,
out of nowhere, boom, hurt his hip, messed him up. He never recovered from that injury.
And that's crazy how he did it because he was going so fast. Like, it was because of his power that his like hip wasn't able to Oh yeah, and then he fucking popped it back in place, dude. While he was laying on the thing, he like came out and then he popped it back in. And you could see him rolling on. You could see him rolling on the field, and it's like, dude, what kind of? I know it's pretty insane that he played any kind of sport on a professional level after having a full hip replacement. That is insane, dude.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Because my dad had he's never looked the same or walked the same since, dude, and that goes for most of the people who I've seen have it. It's pretty crazy.
Man, that's nuts. Keep your hips strong, guys. Stiff leg deadlifts.
Oh, I like those.
Yep, they're good. Let's do a little twist on them. Do them with one-legged.
No, we're not going to be having accidents around the house, dude. Both feet planted.
Take some time to get that balance, but that's it's one of the things I do every once in a while. Mix it up.
The old, oh yeah, dude. I just realized too. I don't think people are going to be rushing back to like gyms too anytime soon. Oh,
so like online training. So that's one of the things I'm offering online training to people, doing little half-hour calls. I can put together programs or whatever.
Oh, that's dope.
Answer questions.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
And do you have a release date yet on the book, or?
It'll depend. After we're done with this, I'm gonna try to get it uploaded because the cover's ready and everything else is ready to go. So I'm gonna get that uploaded. Hopefully today.
And you should make it available as soon as
once it's uploaded and ready. Then got to promote it.
Yeah, as soon as America's
Chilled.
open for business.
Mm. Well, I mean, it's online, so you should be fine. Kindle, Amazon. Yeah.
That's awesome,
You'll be
man.
good.
So, did you end up using that other photo for like a bonus the
No,
scale? That's so funny.
no. It got vetoed. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good book cover. But
Yeah,
it got vetoed.
it's so funny. Can you show it to me? And I'm like, no, that's awesome. I can totally see why. They're like,
It's
no,
my feet. It's my feet on a book. Come on.
add a
Who
little
doesn't?
spritz, a
Yeah,
little.
who doesn't want to see that? Like sweaty feet. Mm. So glorious.
Have you seen anything else? Any other films or anything since you've been holed up?
I started watching the the Staircase. Did you watch
Oh
that?
yeah. Oh, dude, it's so great.
No, like I mean, we watched the first 2 episodes, and I just thought the guy seems so guilty. He just seems so guilty.
Well, that's like the amazing thing about that documentary is it literally on the even number episodes you think he's innocent, and on the odd number episodes you think he did it. Almost, it's like I mean, the whole time. I mean, it has you like,
I mean, I don't feel like there's any possible way. I've seen the first 2 episodes, I think. From what I've seen, it doesn't seem like there's any possible way that woman fell downstairs and died from that. Like the amount of blood that was everywhere on the ground, they shaved the head and they could see all the lacerations on her head. Like she had like 6 different like giant cuts on her head. There's no way that she like fell once and like had all that shit on her head. Like somebody killed her. Somebody. I don't know if it was him,
yeah, those
but like
fucking stairs, man.
somebody bashed her head into the stairs like a number of times. Like his defense was trying to think of a way like she could like, oh, she fell down and was bleeding and then stood up and then fell down again. I'm like, I don't know.
Yo, well, that's 2 scratches. Where's the where's the fucking
Where's the other 6 come from?
Yeah,
Like,
no, but
man,
that's why that's interesting, dude. Is because there's stuff like that seems so so kind of dry and such a really strong case for the prosecution, but then there's other stuff for his side that you're like, also like you could you'll see, dude. It's I mean, I would stick with it. It's super long, but it's like it definitely pays off because I don't know if you know this, but it's like a 3 different. It was like an original thing like 10 years ago, and then they did a long follow up, like a 2-hour episode, and then Netflix did another series on it. So it was like 3 different things on the same subject, but it's the same people who are making the stuff, so they follow it. So you kind of have to watch the thing in the order, but it's yeah, it's like 25 years. It's just been going on for, dude.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like I mean, there's some that movie I saw it because I saw a long time ago, even before like the whole like Netflix thing. And I just remember there's a line that the guy has this moment where he's like talking to his like lawyers and he's like, you know, because he's rich and he's just like, what do people do if they don't have money? And they're like, because he has to spend because like one thing they got to spend like 30 grand to fly people to go investigate. Everything's costing so much money, and he says this moment where he's like,
what do people do if they don't have money?
yeah, if you're poor, if I was poor, I'd be fucked right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like pretty cool that yeah, I don't know. So there's like a lot of really cool moments like that in that movie. And also like the whole family sticking together is a pretty
Family
powerful.
that murders together.
But yeah, but then I know, but it's so funny, right? Because I don't think he did it. So then as soon as you say that again, I'm like, God
so
damn.
I was confused too. Was his daughter? I'm confused. I'm confused with a different show. We started watching something else. He had
So the staircase, it was this dude and
Oh, never
his
mind. I got mixed up Contagion. I was
oh
thinking of Matt Damon's daughter. Never mind.
oh oh my god.
I was because we stopped watching that show. I stopped watching that show and switched it to Contagion, and I got mixed up.
That's
No, okay.
hilarious,
No,
dude.
but no, he had 3 daughters. So he had 2 that were his daughter. They were adopted.
They are the lady who died, kids. So yeah, so those are his like adopted daughters, and then his sons, and then there's his first wife. There's the kid, I think, from a first wife, and then yeah, I don't want to say too
Did
much
the first
because
wife fall downstairs too.
there's still a bunch of bombshells that are coming, dude. That's why I didn't want to. In case you're gonna watch it more, there's like a bunch of shit that you're like, what? Yeah,
People were having sex with different people, probably.
yeah. Well, that's the thing too.
Hmm.
It's very it's like I don't know. It's pretty fascinating because he seems like he seems like he didn't do it, dude. But we really don't know. Like no one will ever know because he's so he's so like steadfast and like won't give any inches. And so you'll like no one will ever really. It's like goddamn, she really had to fucking get up and fall 8 times for that to be true. I mean, she really had. Dude, that's like you know how well, but she was on like Xanax and she was drunk. So if you're gonna fall 4 or 5 times down some stairs, that's the time to do it, dude.
He had to have like bashed her head. He had to have like just.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh yeah.
She might
You
have
should
fallen.
definitely.
She might have fallen down and then laid down like, oh, whoops. He's like, oh, hold on, let me help you. What? 15, 16 times. That'll do it.
Yeah, these stair
So
marks.
so then he's kind of telling the truth. She did fall down the steps. It's like the one that's how he got him. They never asked me if I bashed her head. They never asked me. I never lied. I said she fell down the stairs and died. That's it.
Man, I can't say anything because I know a bunch of stuff with like the evidence, all this shit. So I know,
Oh,
yeah, there's a bunch of like shit coming around the corner.
okay. Try not to. You don't want to spoil it for me.
No, because dude, there's so many goddamn fucking
Okay.
twists and turns. No, it's pretty awesome though.
Have to reinvest into it now.
That oh my god, dude. I watched that documentary about that professional wrestler, Chris
Which
Benoit.
one? Oh yeah.
Yeah, they just made like this it's a very, very good
One that killed everybody,
level-headed.
right?
Yeah, well, it's a very good level-headed way of looking at it because like everyone who knew that dude was like, he would never like if you line up 100 people and you told me to pick one who would do that, he would not be. So it was just weird across the board. Everyone had that thing about this dude, so it's just like pretty crazy to see and like all the you don't really think about it too is like all the damage that gets like because he had a son from a first marriage who looks just like him, and that kid is fucked. Like he's like the amount of therapy that kid needs to even get back to fucking zero is like too many decades worth. Like that poor kid. So he's like he looks like his dad. He has his dad's name, and his dad's a monster, and completely erased from all the history books. And he's like, yeah, it's pretty. It's
Or he should just lean into it and go into pro wrestling.
he's trying to be fucking. Well,
Oh,
I
yeah?
mean, but
Son of monsters.
so the reason why his dad was very, very good is because
He'd be his finishing move. He goes crazy and kills everybody.
well, because he was super small, so that's why he took so many steroids. Just because I think he was on it said 8 times the amount or 9 times the amount of what of
An elephant
testosterone.
takes?
Yeah, so he was so big because I mean he was a little dude. So I think his son's the same thing. I think they're small guys. They just have small statures, and I think that the last thing anyone would ever do is give someone with the last name Benoit steroids ever under any circumstance. but it's pretty. But if it's on Viceland. So it's this show called Dark Side of the Ring, and they take like true crime stories about like pro wrestling and the history of wrestling, and they like every one they do a different one. So that was the it's pretty because there's some famous wrestlers that are like he's still his friends. Like Jericho was his friend for like 30 years. They used to travel together, like they wrestled together when they were younger kids and stuff. So. Yeah, that's nuts, dude. To have that story, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. It's really wild. Yeah, haven't had anybody who's done anything that crazy. I guess there was a kid I knew in high school killed somebody.
Oh wow!
But it was like after high school. Like we went to college, but yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
I think I got like a this is back when Facebook just started. I think I got messages from him from prison.
Oh really? Oh no! Oh no! He's all awesome fight, man.
Awesome. Yeah, yep. Awesome.
You fucking bring it.
Really great.
You fucking bring it.
Really great to see you doing so good. Like, oh fuck. Oh man.
You're all hey Dana, so what do you think about me being endorsed by a guy in prison?
A new sponsor.
Fucking
Shanks.
Fucking Shane Shanks from
Shane Shanks.
Made in prison.
Self-defense.
Yeah. These are the only Shanks made in prison by prisoners.
Man. Keep yourself safe on the street.
You can even buy some Shanks that were used in actual crimes for an extra $100.
Oh man. All right. You got anything else? That's I think we're good.
Yeah, I'm doing comedy in August. So
August. Awesome.
So everyone stay. Yeah, and it's also the other side of the country.
We can do more of these. We'll do some more this weekend.
Oh, definitely, man. Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Weekend. Yeah.
Let's do one tomorrow. We'll and let's do and we'll also do the watch along of what were we saying? Oh, the Tiger King.
Tiger King.
That'd be great. Yeah, dude, we should do that. We should just do like an entire series thing. Yeah.
We'll do a live.
Awesome, man.
All right, dude.
Yeah, I'm a Chris Tinkle Comedy website and Instagram, and you can get my comedy albums on Pandora and Spotify and all that stuff. You can buy them on Apple, iTunes, etc.
Nice. JohnFitch.net. Sign up for the newsletter.
All right.
See you guys later.
All right. Fuckers.